Hello, baseball fans. This is King Ikibu coming to you live from the underground bunker. And today we're in the Great White North. We are in the capital of the universe, according to people from Toronto, where we are at Skydome for Game 2 of the first round series of the American League East 1990s edition play-in game between the 13th seed, the Boston Red Sox, and the 12th seed, the Toronto Blue Jays. If you turned in yesterday, the Blue Jays lost in Boston at Fenway Park by a score of 3-1. Roger Clemens got the win, and Dave Stieb got the loss. Today, we're playing Game 2. And here are the lineups for the Red Sox. Leading off and playing third base, Wade Boggs. Batting second, the second baseman, Jody Reed, who had a big day yesterday. What did he go for? Oh, that's not going to tell us, is it? You can go here. Yeah, here, I guess. He was 2 for 3. Oh, yeah, I can look right here. 667. Duh. So, Jody Reed batting second. Batting third, the center fielder, Ellis Burks. Batting fourth, the right fielder, Tom Brunansky. Batting fifth, the DH, Dwight Evans. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Mike Greenwell. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Carlos Quintana. Batting eighth, the catcher, Tony Pena. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Luis Rivera. And the starting pitcher for today for the Red Sox, Mike Boddicker. For the Toronto Blue Jays, it's do or die. And as you know, all kings, or most kings that I know, they have entertainment in their castle. If they're not pleased with the entertainment, they open up a trap door and the victims fall to their deaths or fall into an alligator pit, which is the same thing. Well, we have the same thing here in Ikibu land. If the Blue Jays do not win today, the trap door will open and they will fall into... We have some heart here, not a pit of crocodiles, but a pit of seals that they will fall into and spend at least 18 months with seals. So that's what will happen today if they lose this ball game. But so the pressure is on. Here is the lineup for Toronto. Leading off and playing shortstop, Tony Fernandez. Batting second, the center fielder, Mookie Wilson. Batting third, the first baseman, Fred McGriff. Batting fourth, the third baseman, Kelly Gruber. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Junior Felix. Batting sixth, the DH, John Olerud. Batting seventh, the left fielder, George Bell. Batting eighth, the catcher, Pat Borders. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Nelson Lariano. And today's starter, Jimmy Key. Now, it's dangerous to throw Jimmy Key out there for one reason, and that is he is an extreme, and I mean extreme, left-handed favored pitcher. He's L9L. So you know that all the right-handers are licking their chops on the Red Sox today, facing a 9L pitcher. So let's get this one underway. No formalities. We want to get this game going. Here's Wade Boggs. He is batting 667, so he must have been 2 for 3 yesterday as well. The top of the order, both went 2 for 3. I just want to check that. Yeah, he was 2 for 3. 2 for 3. I already looked at Jody Reed. What's going on? The Mad King is getting insane here. All right. I didn't mean to click that. Anyway, let's get this one going. Gotta make sure I hit the Z. That's not good. No, it's still recording. Good. Okay. Let's get this ball game underway. First pitch to Boggs. Here's a pitch from Key, and he hits the ball to Felix. Makes the grab. So here, the Skydome. You think, well, I guess, if you know something about Skydome, it is a homer-friendly park. Much more so than Fenway Park. If I remember correctly, I think it was like 1 to 10 for the home runs. Probably to left and right was around 1 to 7. I know, I'm just guessing here. Just trying to impress you with my memory, but it was somewhere around there. But look at Toronto, 1 to 17 in both left and right. So this could be a lot of homers. Could be a very much a more offensive ball game than yesterday's game. Here is Jody Reed. He was 2 for 3. He had 2 RBIs as well. He drove in 2 of the 3 Red Sox runs. He was everything for that team yesterday. Here's the pitch. And key ground ball to Gruber. Fires at the first. He is out. 2 away in the first inning. Here's Ellis Burks. Ellis Burks, he was 0 for 3 yesterday with a walk. Here's the pitch. He gets his pitch here. But he avoided the trouble. But here is a chance for Fernandez to screw up. Let's see what happens. Yesterday we had a lot of bouncing to the top. Didn't bounce that time. Looks good. Looks like he'll make the play. He's a solid fielder. And that's it for Boston in the first inning. Here is Mike Boddicker. Mike Boddicker was 17-8 with a 3.36 ERA. He slightly favors left-handers. And that is good news for him because Toronto has a lot of left-handed bats. So here's the first pitch to Tony Fernandez. He had a double yesterday. He was 3 for 5, a double and an RBI. And he doesn't get his column. And his little catcher Pena will take it for the out. 1 down. Here's Mookie Wilson. We won't talk about his day yesterday. Here's the pitch to Mookie. He starts off the same way. Couldn't get this bat out of the way. And a soft line drive to Rivera for the out. Wilson never even left the batter's box. Well, you know he's going to hear about that when he gets back to the dugout. Here's Fred McGriff. He was 1 for 4 yesterday. And there's a chance, another chance for Rivera. He allowed 2 of these to bounce up into the singles yesterday. Let's see if he fields better today. So far, so good for Rivera. And it looks like he'll handle this flawlessly. So there's 3 away. Nothing doing for either team in the first inning. Here's Brunansky. 0 for 4 yesterday with 2 strikeouts. Gets his pitch this time. This could be dangerous. Yes, I thought he was going to hit that. Rolls 10 or less. It is a homer. Otherwise, it's a triple. And look at this. It's going to the opposite field. High drive crunched deep towards right center. It is gone. Home run for Brunansky. He did not like the fact that he was hitless yesterday. And so he gets the Red Sox on the board 1-0. Here's Dwight Evans. He was 2 for 4. Had a good day. Here's the pitch to Evans. He swings and misses at a curveball in the dirt. So there's 1 away here in the second. Here's Greenwell. Greenwell was 1 for 4 yesterday. Gets a pretty decent pitch. But he doesn't get a hold of that. It just rolls to McGriff. A race to the bag and McGriff wins. The crime dog gets to the first base before Greenwell. Okay, here's Quintana with 2 out. 1 run is already in. He gets his pitch. And Key avoids trouble there with another curveball in the dirt. The hook is, Uncle Charlie is working for Key today. Why didn't he throw it to Brunansky? I don't know. Here's the bottom of the second. Gruber is up. Gruber's 1 for 3 yesterday. And he's going to start off pretty poorly today with a dribbler to Rivera. Easy play, 1 away. Junior Felix was 1 for 4. Decent column, as long as he rolls 4, 5, or 6. And he doesn't. He rolls a 9. That means a right down the middle, strike 3. Don't know what he was doing. Got to swing the bat. Here's Olerud. He was 0 for 3 yesterday. He gets that same column. Well, at least he didn't get the 9. He got the 10, which is a breaking ball low and a 2-out walk. But he's totally cement shoes, Mr. Olerud. He's a 10, and he has a 10% chance of a steal, of which we will not try. Here's George Bell. We won't talk about his day yesterday. He was not very good. I contemplated benching him. But a guy, I don't know, he had 562 at-bats in 1990. So I guess he has to stay in the lineup. Ooh, could have had something there, but he strikes out instead, of course. They talked about Michael Johnson yesterday. Come on. Come on, Stratomac. This is a new day. Anyway, here is Tony Pena to start the third. Red Sox up 1-0. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and it's strike 3. Another curveball. Key's got his curveball going. Here's Rivera. Not expected to hit. But he has a chance here. The crime dog has to make the play. Let's see how he does. Yeah, bounced up into the 4. Almost got an error as well. So Rivera is going to be on just past the... I don't know if McGriff dove much. Past the reach, we'll say it that way, of McGriff. Here's Boggs. Boggs flied out first time. Rivera's 1 foot on the artificial grass, but Key holds the runner close to the bag. Now Wade Boggs is getting ready. He's in a column where there's some hits there. But he misses the hits and hits a ball right to the mound. Goes to short and to first for the out. So that's it for the Red Sox in the 3rd. They still lead it 1-0. Here is Borders, Mr. Cement Shoes again. We got too many of those kinds of guys. And he hits a ground ball to 3rd. Boggs picks it up and throws him out, 1 away. Nelson Lariano, we don't expect much from him, although yesterday he was 1 for 2. Must have had a walk as well. Gets his column. We don't know what that means. He has some... Oh, boy. 1 to 3 is a homer. Otherwise, it's a triple with 1 out. And he rolls a 14. It's over the head of Burks, the guy who has incredible range. And the Lariano, of all people, gets the first hit of the ball game for the Blue Jays. Boddicker's bearing down now. Doesn't want the tying run to score. Tony Fernandez up. I anticipate a column 1 for Tony Fernandez. They don't even have the infield in, though, so they're going to allow the run to score if he can only make contact. Here's the pitch. Gets the 3. That's good. Just don't roll a 9. No 9. Didn't hit the 9. Gets a 4. Not quite a triple, but it's a base hit, and Tony Fernandez drives in the tying run. We are knotted at 1. That Tony Pena's arm is hard to run on, and so he will not. But we will hit and run again. That's all about what he's good for, Mr. Mookie Wilson. He's not worth much in 1990. Here's the hit and run is on. And the pitch gets away from Boddicker. Pena can't handle it. And it's a wild pitch, so Fernandez goes to second. He's in scoring position for Mookie. We'll take off the hit and run now. Let's see if he can get his column, which is column 1. Gets a 5. It's not bad if he rolls a lower number. He rolls a very high number, but still some possibilities. Rolls as long as we roll less than 17. That must be a home run one, but because he's a W, it turns into a single. But we'll take a single at this point. And he gets it past the diving Reed. And Fernandez will score on the play. And it's 2-1 Toronto. They have the lead. Mookie Wilson is a threat to steal. He's going to try for it. Can't get a good lead. Only had 22% chance. Here's Fred McGriff. Freddie grounded out last time. His last year as a Blue Jay. Gets a 4. There's not much there. Gets that 2, so we have to roll 2 or less. We rolled the opposite, a 20. And, of course, the Stratomax is going to play with our minds and make it look like we hit it into the corner. But, of course, it's a foul ball. Oh, no, what is that? A shot to second. Reed is right there. What was that? Why was the ball flying over here? Oh, well. Everybody has a bad day, even Stratomatic. Gruber is up with 2 out. Let's see what he can do. His job is to drive in runs. 4. Oh, only a couple walks in that column. And he hits it to Burke. Don't hit it to Burke. There's a tip for you guys. He's too good. I wonder if, he was always this good. I saw Ellis Burke's Major League debut firsthand. It was also my Major League debut. The first ball game I ever went to live was the same day Ellis Burks made his debut. It was in Seattle. Red Sox were in Seattle. You can look it up if you think I'm lying. Here's Jody Reed to lead off the 4th. Gets his column. He's a red-hot hitter, so it doesn't surprise me. And it's a base hit for Jody Reed up the middle. So he's on for the big boys coming up. Burks, Brunansky, and Evans. See what Key can do. Key's got a lead now. But it is tenuous right now at best. He got a decent column, though. Maybe he'll hit... Oh, he got a 9. Was hoping for the double play ball. Didn't get it. He rolls an 18, so it's a line out to George Bell. Makes the play for the first out of the inning. Here's Brunansky. He drove in the Red Sox run on a blast opposite field. Gets the 1. And Key's going to throw another curveball. No, this time it was a changeup. And tied Brunansky and Knotts for an awkward swinging strike 3. And here's Dewey Evans. He's also a threat. He has a 368 on-base percentage chance and a 499 slugging. I can almost see it. Gets a 4. There's a couple good things there, but he hits the center field. We're not quite the caliber of Ellis Burks, but he'll have to do, Mr. Mookie Wilson. Bottom the 4th, 2-1 Toronto. Here's Junior Felix. 3. Okay, we have to roll an 8 or less. What will it be? No, it's a 9. Thought for a second it was a 3. Dr. Ferguson, my optometrist, I'm going to have to go see you sometime soon. Okay, so he's out. Here's Olerud. He walked first time up. There's not much there on the 2 column. And let's see what kind of pitch. Sharp breaking ball, too much for Olerud. Strikes out, 2 away in the 4th. And George Bell, well, we might as well say 3 out. Oh, he got it on Boddicker's column. That's good news for Bell. He hits it. Oh, boy, we can roll a 9 or less. We got a homer. Let's see. 4. Yes, we put down George Bell, but he hit the vehicle out there in left center field, and it's 3-1 Toronto. Way out of here. Guess he heard my comments. You know, things go around the clubhouse when announcers insult people. So you can say I contributed to that home run with my insults. Anyway, here's Pat Borders. It's now 3-1 Toronto. Let's see when Joe Morgan brings in Rob Murphy. Oh, it's in his board. We're hitting a column for a change here. It's a base hit only. And Borders will clog up the bases. Here's Liriano. He started everything off there last inning with that triple. And, oh, he almost hit something else good, but this time it's a fly ball to straightaway right, and Brunansky one-hands it. And, you know, that was a big deal one time. People, you always use 2 hands to catch. Now, does anybody use 2 hands to catch? No. So I guess it maybe wasn't all that wise back in the day. Okay, we're starting off the 5th. We've got a 3-1 lead now. I shouldn't say we. I shouldn't be a homer. Okay, here's Greenwell. Because I have some Red Sox fans in attendance. Got to be careful. Here's the pitch to Greenwell, and McGriff has it. Waves off Key, runs to the bag, and out. McGriff is showing some quick feet there at first base today. Here's Quintana. He struck out last time. And he almost got a single, but instead Fernandez makes the play. And McGriff, it pulls him off the bag, but it swipes with the glove and makes the contact. And the out. 2 away in the 5th. Here's Tony Pena. At heart, he will always be a pirate. You can tell he's wearing his pirate hard hat. His batting helmet. He rolls an 8. It's a ground ball to Fernandez. Plays it on a hop. And that time he doesn't throw McGriff off the bag. Makes a sure throw. And it is out. So we're halfway through this game. And it's 3-1 Toronto. Tony singled last time up and fouled up the first time. And he looks like he's got something good here. Rolls a 20 though, so it's just a base hit up the middle. Past Rivera into the outfield, base hit. So we're going to do the hit and run thing. Nope. Hit and run here. Always want to steal a base. He misses the attempt, so we got to go. Do we at least get the jump? I don't know. It's a good roll though. And he's safe. He slid around the tag a la Javi Baez. Gets around the tag from Rivera, and he is safe. So Mookie can't even hit and run well. Here's another, he gets another chance. This time he's going to strike on a curveball wide. No plate discipline there for Mookie Wilson. And brings up Fred McGriff. Lined out and grounded out. Gets his pitch though. And oh, this is quite interesting. 18, almost. You had to roll at least a 19. So here it is, crunched deep center. Burks does have a chance. Home run for McGriff. It's now 5-1 Toronto. How long will Joe Morgan put up with Boddicker? Here is now Gruber. He wants in on the fun. He gets his pitch. He gets a home run chance. And he crushes one. He says, I got to do it too. Anything the crime dog can do, I can do as well. Boddicker looks dejected on the mound. If you're a body language specialist, you can tell. It is now 6-1 Toronto. How long will he keep him in? I don't know. I can bring someone in for him, can I? I don't think he's fatigued, though. So I don't know if anybody else is... We're just hitting our rolls for a change. Here's another great pitch. Oh, I was fooling you. It's a pop-out. Clutches it for the out. That's 2 away here in the 5th. Here's Olerud. Looks like at this point we're going to have a Game 3 in Fenway tomorrow. But I don't want to speak too soon. A lot of bouncing. And it's easy play for Rivera. Snags it, throws the first, but the damage is done. 3 runs on 2 home runs here in the 5th inning, and it's 6-1 Toronto. Here's Rivera. Let's see. Oh, Joe Morgan's going to send up a pinch hitter. Here comes Tim Naring. Is he going to let Tim Naring field, though? Because one thing I noticed, his shortstop rating is 472. That's very dead ballish. We'll see what he does there. And he doesn't even get a hit. He strikes out. That Key has got things going. He's not a great strikeout pitcher, but he has 5 today. Here's Boggs 0 for 2. What a difference a day makes. It's a line out right to McGriff. He's got a lot of action there at first base today. Bob Starr. What is this? What is this? Let's see what he says here. Anything that Buck Martinez says, I have to listen. Sorry, I'm a fan of Buck Martinez. Boggs rips a whistling liner. That's not what I'm talking about. Here, okay. Say, Buck, I was speaking to Bob Starr between innings. We were talking about how lucky we were to be able to have a job like this. Yes, the economy here is not very good. He recalled a quote from the great Red Smith. Sports writing is the most pleasant way of making a living that man has yet devised. Unless it's sports announcing, I might add. How about you guys? Have you always wanted to be a sports announcer? I think I put something like that in my high school yearbook. Of course, it never panned out. Didn't even try. Here's Jody Reed. And Jody Reed, he continues his molten lava hot hitting as he hits it over the head of Wilson. No way Wilson's getting to that one. Carries all the way to the wall, and it's a 2-bagger for Reed. Reed is saying, I can't do it all myself, guys. Here's Burks, 0 for 2. It's a fly ball to George Bell. That reminds me, I should take him out. He's done his duty for the day. He got a home run. Don't want to push it. Naring, yes, they did keep him in the game. So we have a shortstop that's 472. Not a good strategy, in my opinion. Okay, here's Bell. Okay, this will be his last at bat. And he swings and he misses. Takes a seat. Okay, that brings up Borders. 4 column. And he's going to strike out. And Boddicker's got second wind here in the 6th inning. And here's the man who started it all. Nelson Lariano. Who would think that? And he's got that same column again. Only time this is time it's 2 out. And he barely hits barely avoids the home run. Hits the ball over Burks. And he slides. He got 2 triples on the day. Who's he think he is? Alfredo Griffin? Here's Tony Fernandez. 2 for 3. There's a couple good things there. Oh, we have to roll a 2. And we roll a 20. Every time we have to roll a 2, we roll a 20 instead. Alright, so that's it for George Bell. We will bring in someone who can actually field the position. And his name is Rob Ducey. Rob Ducey will come in and play left field. Much better. So here's Bernansky. He accounts for the Red Sox run with a home run. He made it 1-0 way back when. And Gruber has a tough play here. Let's see how he handles it. He bounces, but doesn't bounce enough. And he avoids the error. So he makes the play. Dives, strong arm, got him. Did his best Brooks Robinson impression that time. Here's Dwight Evans, 0 for 2, struck out and flied out. And he's going to, unfortunately, strike out again. Strikeout number 6 for Jimmy Key. Here's Greenwell, he's 0 for 2. Key is doing a job here today. But he allows a base hit the other way. Greenwell had one of those sweet swings. I remember that. Those sweet swings. Who was that? Who was their hitting coach again? Oh, Walt Riniak. Yes, he had one of those Walt Riniak swings. Here's Quintana. 2 out here in the 7th. Gets a decent column for him. He could bring him. Oh, he's supposed to go low. He went high. Routine fly into right. Felix ranges up and makes the catch. And then we're through 6.5. Okay, let's see what the trivia question is today. Bobby Bonds' strikeout record of 189 broke the former record of 187. Set by whom? Oh, someone had 187 strikeouts in a year back then? Oh, I don't know. You guys probably know. Who would strike out that many times? Kingman, he came later. I thought those guys never struck out very much back then. Who's a big ball? Who's that guy? Dr. Strangeglove. I don't think he had enough at bats to have 187. Oh, I don't know. Himself! Trick question. Oh, I'm going back. I'm thinking those guys never struck out that much. And here it was just himself, his own record. Okay, but like I say, after I play this game next 600 times, this question will come up again, I'm sure of it. Here's Mookie Wilson. Is he up again? Seems like he's always up. Oh, he's going to get a hit. Can you believe this? He got a hit already. So I shouldn't insult him. Okay, with a 6-1 game, he's not going to try to steal. We'll play by the book. Uh-oh, McGriff got something good again. He's going to walk. How long will they stick with Boddicker? Well, I changed the setting. I went in there and it was on aggressive relief use. So that's why it pulled Clemens for Rob Murphy so quickly. So I toned it down, and now they're not going to pull anybody, I guess. He's not like, I put it on average, okay? I didn't put it to never pull. I put it on average from aggressive. Anyway, here's Gruber. He's already homered today. And he gets another hit. We're hitting everything today. We're using up all our good fortune in one game. We're going to send them. And they allow the run to score. It's now 7-1. Maybe we should just bring someone in. Because we have, as long as it's not Rob Murphy, you guys shouldn't, and Reardon, you guys shouldn't protest too much. Because, okay, tomorrow's pitcher is Greg Harris, so we can bring in kicker, although he's an 8R. We got Gray, Gardner. Might as well bring in Gardner. It was the Gardner. Okay, here's Gardner. Just a mercy rule for Boddicker. He doesn't give up 7 runs in a game too often. And we got a ground ball B, which means McGriff will go to third. Felix beats it out. Voids the double play. Here's Olerud. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Gets a 6. There's nothing on that column. And he's going to get the all-important strikeout. Swings awkwardly. Took something off. Ooh, look at that +8. I was thinking, why does he have a 90? It's hard to resist the old +8. But I'm not. We're playing it by the book. We don't want what's his name? Cardinal pitcher from Omaha. Oh, shouldn't start talking before I remember people's names. He would come back and bean us if we stole right now. The guy I'm thinking of. Curveball in the dirt, and he held up. Now it's going to bug me. Dang. I just can't let things go. Can't let you guys say Gibson. Yes, Bob Gibson. See, it only means I just go to the almanac or to the reference. You know, I don't have to actually look it up. I just have to go to it and I'll remember. That's the trigger. That's how my brain works. Okay, here's Borders. We're going to pull Borders. He's a horrible clutch hitter. And we'll bring up his old mate, Greg Myers, instead. Not that he's any better, but give Greg Myers some at-bats. He's just as bad. And he walks with the bases loaded. And his bases are still loaded for Mr. Triple Man. No triple this time. But if possible, Reed is a very good fielder. So, but it's amazing. It's just, this is a first chance for Reed. Almost gives up. The bouncing is happening. Not quite as high. But I think he should make the play still. Because nobody's held. Okay, so the attendance here, 47,494. So Myers will stay in the game and catch. And here's Key, still on the mound. He's pitched 95 pitches. But he's showed no signs of slowing down so far. His check swing by Pena looks playable, and Greg Myers has a chance already and handles it flawlessly. Here's Tim Naring, the shortstop. Very fortunate he hasn't had a error check, because he most certainly would commit one with a 70, what is it, 70-something error rating. He gets a walk, though. Here's Boggs. Boggs is 0 for 3. Doesn't like to face the left-hander. Here's Lariano. He is not as good as Reed. Let's see what happens here. Is he holding the runner? See the bouncing. The bouncing happened again, and Boggs is on. Okay, we might start thinking about Dwayne Ward. And this guy is so hot right now. We're going to check the mound. Let's see. Visit mound. He's level 6 fatigue, so that's it for him. You did very well, Jimmy Key. But it's time for Dwayne Ward. Dwayne Ward, 3.45 ERA, 2-8 record. But he pitched 128 innings, gave up 101 runs, walked 42. I think there's a lot of bad luck in that 3.45 ERA. Because these other numbers are very good. Struck out 112 in 128 innings. Yeah, so I have no qualms about bringing in Mr. Ward at this point. Looks like the Red Sox are going to have another run here. Ducey goes back. No, they won't risk it. Why not? I guess with you're down by 7, you don't want to take any chances. Here's Burks. Gets his column. I guess that's why they don't take any chances. Because they want Burks to double. He hits it over the head of Wilson. Right to the wall. We will stop the other run from advancing. And it's now 8-3. We're building up Ward, and he gives up a double. See, Brunansky has some struggle in the clutch situations. And here's right to the pitcher, and he's not the best fielder. The inning could continue with a bounce. No bounce. And almost an error. One away from an error, but he makes the play, and the inning is over. So after 7.5, the score is Toronto 8, Boston 3. Here's Fernandez. Got the good column of Gardner. But it jumped, and it'd have to get an 8 or less. Get a 14. One away. Great catch by Reed. Here's Mookie Wilson. The guy we like to insult, but he's 2 for 4 today, surprisingly. And here's Naring. We talked about this. 72 error rating. Let's see if he can make the play. Oh, not only he's given up the hit because it bounced, and the error. So Mookie Wilson's going to have his 3rd hit of the ball game. But I don't know. Do you really have to question the manager bringing in Tim Naring to play shortstop? Here is... In fact, there's a guy I'm pretty sure on the team that's not as bad. Who was it? Marty Barrett. No, he's 3rd baseman and 2nd. I thought somebody was played short. Maybe he's in the game. Oh well. Here's McGriff. Gets his column. Danger. Danger, Will Robinson. Oh, but he drops and he has to roll a 9. And 18. Nothing to worry about here, Red Sox fans. Brunansky makes the play and there's 2 out. You still have a chance to come back. I've seen 5-run leads dissipate. In fact, replay. Oftentimes in that game. Late, big rallies. Not as much in Strat, but we'll see what happens. And there's a 3rd out. Reed makes the play. He fails to come through in the clutch, so now it's 8-3. Ward is on the mound. He'll pitch to Evans, and that'll be it. We've got to save him for tomorrow. Oh, he hits that one bad thing, and he rolls a 6, so he gets a base hit. That's the kind of things that start rallies. All right. We will bring in whom? Bring in David Wells. Sure, we'll bring in Wells. The left-hander face Greenwell. Here's the pitch. It's a fly ball to Mookie Wilson. There's plenty of... If it bounces, he could have a double. He bounces again, it's a single. So he gives up another hit. The fans are starting to chew their nails here. As 2 runs are on, nobody out here in the 9th. And it brings up Quintana. There's a lot of good stuff there. He hits another hit the other way. And it's in, and the 1 run is in, and Greenwell goes to 3rd. So this is definitely a save situation. But we'll leave him in 1 more batter. See if we can get an out. Looks like he got 1 out here. Hits the ball to Felix. Will that score Greenwell? Yep, sacrifice fly. It's now 8-5. And it brings up our favorite shortstop, Tim Naring. I think we're going to bring in Mr. Hankey at this point. Bring in Hitman Hankey. All right, let's see if he can shut the door. Morgan's setting up a pinch hitter, so who's going to play shortstop with if the Red Sox do come back? That'll be interesting. Mike Marshall steps out. Doesn't even bring a left-handed batter in. And McGriff's going to have to make a good play. Nothing is safe here. Didn't bounce this time. Oh, I thought it was going to stop on the error. He makes the play. 2 down. Quintana goes to 2nd. And here's Boggs. First time today that he didn't have to face a left-handed batter. Faces Hankey. He likes that column 1 versus right-handers. Gets the 4. There's a few good things there. But that's it. The game is over. We will have a Game 3 deciding Game 3 with the Red Sox and the Blue Jays back in Boston tomorrow. I hope you catch that one. We'll look at the box score before you go. It was 8 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Red Sox. 8 runs, 12 hits, and no errors for the Blue Jays. The winning pitcher, Jimmy Key, 7 1/3 innings, gave up 6 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. The losing pitcher, Mike Boddicker, in 6 innings, he gave up 11 hits, 8 runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, and 3 bombs. The save, Tom Henke got the save. And the player of the game will probably be... Could it be Mookie Wilson? He's 3 for 5. But probably one of these guys that hit a home run, I think would be... Let's see who they say. Jimmy Key gets the highlight here in the write-up. Well, that's it. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Catch Game 3, the deciding game tomorrow, where we will decide this series once and for all. This is King Ikeboo signing off from Skydome in Toronto, where we'll catch you next time. Goodbye, everybody.